Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Molly and here we do sewing, crafts, and fun. I had a big market just at the beginning of September and I wanted to take you through some of the prep for that market, and then I thought we'd come back and talk about the results. So without further ado, let's get started. This week I thought we would just go through and see everything that I could crochet. I made a few things last night, but I'm going to count them because I'm very proud of them. First thing I made was this scrunchie. Actually, this was the second thing I made because I did finish off this adorable little dino. I'm so excited about how it turned out. This is made out of Big Twist Lollipop Twisty, which I don't think is gonna get picked up. It definitely was not like the most popular yarn by Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann. So we'll see, but I am very happy with the dino that I've been able to make, and I am working on another one. So far we have 2 items. I'll fill you in when I make some more things. Hey there, just wanted to check in. I'm still working on my dino. He's almost done, just needs his frill and his smile, but he'll be finished up soon. I wanted to just give myself a little reward. One of my favorite things to do with prepping my plushies for sale is to put the tags on, and I thought I would take some time and just put the tags on everything new I've made so far lately. These are all of our friends. I have one more turtle and another loaf cat up on my shelf that they already have the tags on, and then we'll add him today. Our next market is going to be September 7th. I gotta stop doing this angle. So we have like a beginning of fall. I really want to make some specific fall things like little ghosties, and I have a bat pattern I love. Next I think I'll do ghosts, and then I have a pattern for an elephant that I would love to get to. Oh, I should tell you how I make my tags. Okay, so what I do, I really like to recycle things, so I'll take little cardstock. Like these are pictures, these are little pieces of cardstock, and then I'll just write the item and the price on the cardstock and tie it to the plushie. And this works just great, and I think it's fun too because like you can do kind of different things for each plushie. Like I have one tag that I have been saving for a spooky friend. Ta-da! I can't wait to pick something to put this on. I gotta make a real Halloween-y little guy for this one. Since we have a little over a month and we're not in crunch time, I'm kind of just making whatever I want right now, but I do know that spooky little guys will be the priority soon. Today was a great busy day at work. I just came home and I'm excited to start doing some crochet, but I wanted to show you what I made yesterday. I finished 2 projects, which I'm so excited for because I feel like I'm pretty slow at crocheting. I made this little dino. I think he's adorable. This is Lollipop Twisty from Joann's, and I'm kind of okay that I'm slowly running out of this. It comes in great colors, but it is kind of hard to work with. It splits a lot. And then, because fall is getting closer, I'm still in summer mode, but I made this little ghost. All the patterns are going to be down in the description box below, so if you want to make one of these yourself, it'll be there for you. I absolutely love this. I think it turned out so cute. I've been wanting to make this elephant. I got all this gray yarn from it, but I am a little bit intimidated, although I think I should just jump in. So we're gonna go outside and sit on the back porch and work on that for a while. I got a story to tell. Last night you saw me start working on this plushie. This is supposed to be the head of an elephant, but I don't think I'm going to be able to continue on because this yarn that I'm using, which is just like Sweet Snuggles Light in silver, very standard yarn, I've seen tons of people use it, will not work for me. And I'm so surprised because it seems like everybody loves this yarn, but I can't get it to crochet up. Like I'm trying to make a magic ring with it, and I can't get the loop to feed into the magic ring. So it's a bit mangled because I already made a TikTok explaining this. But if I pull on one edge, let me see. Okay, here's my ring. If I pull on one edge of the ring, it won't come out, and then it starts doing like this shedding thing where you can only see to the little line in the middle. Yeah, and it's shedding like crazy. I tried frogging some of my crochet just because I had made a little mistake. It was extremely hard to frog, like it would not flow through the stitches. And I'm a little disappointed because, you know, I've used these big eyes. I've spent, I'd say, about 3 hours of my time working on this. And of course, these things, when you buy them, they're like $10 each, which I know is not the most expensive yarn, but I just can't get it to work. So I don't think I'm gonna keep working on this. I'm gonna start doing like a project that I know I'll be able to finish. Yeah, look at how thinned out that is. If any of you have had any trouble with Sweet Snuggles Light, please let me know. I know it was out of stock for a really long time, and I'm wondering if maybe they're reformatting the way that they make it or switching to a different company to put it together. But yeah, I just really don't know what I'm gonna do with this now. Anyways, I'm gonna start a cat and do something that I know will work. I'm here to show you some more little guys I made. These 2 loaf cats have been finished. I'm trying to get to like a white face circle that I like, but I think this is too wide. I think this amount of face circle is perfect. So we'll do that. And then now I am working on a dino. I have 2 more full-ish skeins, and then these are leftovers from 2 that I made before. I'm hoping that I can get a full dino out of this, but I'm not really sure. I was gonna weigh them, but I don't have a scale. So we're just gonna jump in. I just stubbed my toe so bad. I have been really struggling with this week. I feel like I've just been so busy that I've not done a good job of showing you what I've been making. So here's everything that I made in the last 2 days. I should have gotten them before I started filming. I don't even know if I've shown you this already, but you're gonna have a look, please. This loaf cat, we now have 5 loaf cats, so that's good. I would like to have 6 per market at least, and then maybe some repeats that I could whip out and be like, look. I started making a new dino. This one's special because I knew I was running out of yarn, so I did a little tummy circle, and I'm quite pleased with that. I am, however, out of this yarn, so I've ordered a new one to come in, which was a little bit hard to find because this is a Joann's yarn, so they've discontinued it. It's Lollipop Twisty. I don't know what the color name is. But I think since I just have to do the bottom and the feet, then I should be able to get a whole body of another dino out of it, and then I can do a different color for the frill. Now, I don't really know what I want to do today. I do have a bit of this yellow yarn and just a tiny bit of black yarn, so I thought some bees could be good. I haven't really made bees before. I know it's a very common item, so we're gonna just look and try and find a cute little bee pattern to throw out some bees. Okay, so I have spent pretty much all day just getting things ready for the market. I just finished this blue dino. He's our last thing to go. I still need to put a tag on him. But I'm feeling a little nervous for this tomorrow. I think I have all the documents and paperwork that I'm gonna need, but I might be missing one thing. So I'm not 100% sure they're gonna let me vend. But we'll find out when we get there. Worst case scenario, we come home and have a chill Sunday, and then I have a ton of stock for my next one. So that wouldn't be a bad position to be in. It would be nice to be able to do the event that I signed up for, but we'll see. And basically now all I've got to do is test my new card reader strip slidey thing, because before I was just doing tap to pie, and put the tag on our new blue dino. And then I think I'm just going to maybe read a book for a while and get some rest. But I will update you on how everything goes tomorrow. We had a lot of inventory for this market. I am looking at my inventory sheet right here. I brought a total of 115 items. Now, this sounds like a lot, but it does include little things like scrunchies and earrings. I make these granny square earrings, and I haven't been able to sell any of them, but it is a good thing to fill out the table. I also had a bandana. Let's see, I brought 17 scrunchies, 3 knitted hats, and 6 pairs of earrings. Other than that, everything else on my table were plushies, which is my favorite thing to crochet. They're so cute. I love them. Let me take you on a quick little tour of what my table looked like for the day when we got started. This was a local farmer's market that lasted from 10 in the morning until 2. We could start getting set up as early as 8, so my dad showed up with me bright and early and we got the tent set up. That went really smoothly. It didn't take me that long. I think honestly I could probably show up a little bit later for a market where I had a pre-assigned space, but I was happy to just have it all done. Had to go run around and do a few things. I was going to say put in my laundry, but I think I actually left that down in my room. I had a few new items for this market that I was very excited about, including my biggest thing was a 2-foot long blue dragon, the No Sew Dragon pattern by Crochet by Jenna. I'm not sure if I have a picture of it. If so, I'll put it here. I was really excited about making this, and it did take a while, so I priced it a little higher. And I think just for this market in particular that it was priced too high, but I am going to leave it at that price because I feel like, you know, we'll try a few more times and then adjust from there if we need to. I also made a bunch of plushie ghosts for the first time. And I made this giant bat. Usually I make these in a smaller yarn size, but I thought it would be a good thing to draw people into my booth and add a little spooky element. I was floored at how well this market went. We sold well over half of our inventory. Most of the big plushies were gone, all of the loaf cats, all of the ducks that I made. I sold 4 scrunchies, which is pretty good for me for scrunchies because I've just used them to take care of old yarn that I don't really have a use for anymore. My sister helped me selling everything. She was there with me in the booth, and my friend Emily came by, which was so nice. It was lovely to see a friend. So she ended up buying one of my plushies. Emily, thank you so much for buying one of my plushies. I really appreciate it. I did pack some repeat items and put them out as things sold, but I think I'm going to need to do a lot more of that in the future. I always want to make a lot of different things so that I have variety and fun stuff at my table, but being able to have my table looking full-ish throughout the market is always a good thing. You know, selling a lot of stuff is not a bad problem to have by any means, but this was a look at my dog's coming downstairs. My booth at the end of the day. We did sell a few more things after this, maybe 3 or 4 more plushies, but otherwise we were pretty cleared out. We have another market in a month and a half, and I am going to dive into getting ready for this. So if you'd like to see more crochet, please subscribe. I have all my links, social media, Instagram, TikTok down below. Take a look. Also, if you want to check out my Poshmark shop, my closet, feel free. Be brave and do your best. Thanks so much. Bye.